For this project, you'll need 2 identical baskets. Round ones work best. Flip one upside down. Grab some glue or contact cement and go all the way around the edge of the bottom basket. Then, place your second basket on top. Once your glue is dry, take your baskets outside and give them a coat of paint in your favorite color. Bring your baskets inside once they're dry. By adding a simple tabletop, you've turned 2 baskets into an elegant accent table. You could use this in a living room, entryway, loft, or any empty corner, but the best part is, you can remove the tabletop at any time and use it for extra storage. And all with just 2 baskets, some paint, glue, and a tabletop.
I picked up this wire laundry basket on Amazon. I am taking this outside where it's nice and airy, and I'm just going to add a couple coats of paint. Painting the wire can be a little bit difficult. You need to paint it from the inside and out, so I'm just going to take my time and add a couple of coats. So I picked up one of these wood rounds from the craft store. They're $10 to $15 if you get them on sale. The first thing I did was sand it all down, and now I'm going to add a wood stain. I chose a light gray. It's going to blend really well with the black wire down below. Once I've achieved the color that I want, I am just going to take this cloth and wipe off any excess stain that's on the wood. To protect this wood and help it hold up to whatever use I put it through, I'm going to add a clear stain. This is a satin water-based sealer, and I'm just going to apply very thin coats with the grain of the wood over the entire piece. Again, making sure I get the sides too. Okay, so now that the wood and the metal base are dry, so I'm going to take this wood round and flip it over. Then I'm going to take my basket and put it on top of the wood round upside down. Now I want to add some stoppers to the wood round so that when that wood is on top of the table, it doesn't slide around and it's a nice sturdy end table. So I'm just using a Sharpie to mark 5 dots on here where I want to put my stoppers. The stoppers that I'm using are actually feet for furniture. So they just pound in normally to the bottom of chairs, but they're going to pound into the wood. You could also use adhesive rubber feet if you have those as well, but you want something on here so that the wood doesn't move around. Okay, it's time to put it together. I am putting this in my living room to store blankets. It is great for cold weather, so we can just grab the blankets we need. It's also going to store a couple pillows. When I set the wood round on top of it, it is nice and sturdy. I can put a plant on here, books, a lamp, whatever I need, but that I'm still able to pull that round off and use it as storage. I hope this inspired you to go make your own wire and wood table for far less than you can buy them online.
Grab a couple of pizza pans and wooden dowels from the Dollar Tree. Apply black chalk paint to one side of the pizza pan. Turn the pan upside down and apply black chalk paint to the bottom side, and then paint both sides of the other pan as well. Add stronghold glue to the end of one of the dowels and attach it to the border of the pan. Adhere another dowel to the opposite end of the pan. Place glue on the top of each of the dowels. Place and secure the other painted pan on top of the dowels and secure each of the dowels underneath the border of the pan. That's all you have to do to create this easy and stylish side table. I hope this inspires you to gather a few items from the Dollar Tree to make and add this to your decor.
Run on over to Dollar Tree and grab some of these baskets for this awesome DIY. Let's get started. Starting with 3 baskets, I placed them upside down. I grabbed a pool noodle and measured the space between each of the baskets as they were stacked against each other. I cut the pool noodle with a serrated knife, and then I placed the pool noodle between the baskets. I hot glued the pool noodle into place to hold the baskets steady. I repeated this process with another set of 3 baskets. I measured the top of the baskets and I grabbed a piece of poster board. I marked 2 spaces on the poster board, placed a ruler, and drew a line. Next, I cut the poster board. I grabbed some dollar store contact paper and I put the poster board underneath, measured it out so that I had excess. I began peeling the back off the contact paper while rubbing the contact paper back and forth to reduce bubbles as I placed it onto the contact paper. I flipped the poster board over. I folded up the ends. I cut off the corners and then folded up the sides as well. I grabbed a piece of poster board and I measured it into 6 sections. I divided it in half first and then the other side into thirds. I drew the lines and then cut that into the pieces. I now had 6 pieces of poster board. Now is time to assemble the whole unit. I started by placing the 2 plastic baskets next to each other. I added my poster board with the wood on top to be the tabletop. And then I added the pieces of poster board onto the top of the bins so that items won't fall through the holes. You can consider screwing this into the wall for more stability if you'd like. Here's how it turned out, and I absolutely am thrilled. This will be a perfect addition to our guest room. I hope this inspires you to create a coffee station of your own.
Start with 4 foam wreath rounds from Dollar Tree and paint them white with chalk paint or spray paint. Glue 3 of the foam wreath rounds together with hot glue. Take stone spray paint and cover a stack of 3 and a stack of 2 foam rounds. Take 2 wood hoops and 1 metal hoop. Spray paint them white. Then use the stone spray paint after. Take a pizza pan and paint it white. Let it dry. Then use the stone spray paint after. Attach the hoops together with hot glue to create a 3D sphere. Use wood beads and hot glue them to secure the attachment to the foam rounds. Place the sphere on the foam stack. Cut 2 crevices in the foam to place the metal hoop. Then secure with hot glue. Place the 2 leftover foam rounds on the back of the pizza pan and secure with hot glue. Use rope and hot glue to reinforce the placement of hoops around the circumference of the circle. There you have it, an inexpensive way to create your own modern faux stone side table for your home. I hope this inspired you to try this DIY decor project.
You'll want to pick up a pizza pan from the Dollar Tree and a few wooden hangers from Walmart. Using a hacksaw outfitted with a metal blade, I'm scoring the metal hanger part close to the wood, then snapping it right off. Now I'm removing the wooden bars along the bottom of the hangers by simply pulling on them, then prying them completely apart using a screwdriver. To join the hangers together, I'm using 4 small metal L brackets. I'm positioning a bracket off-center to the middle of the hanger with the L shape facing inwards. Because I don't want the wood to split, I'm drilling the start of a pilot hole with a very small drill bit, keeping the hole quite shallow. Now I'm positioning the bracket in place and screwing it to the hanger by using short drill pumps. Next, I'm joining 2 hangers together with another L bracket. Now I'm joining them together as one. I'm flipping the hangers over so the tips are sitting on the table. This time I'm attaching all the new brackets to the other half of the hanger tops so I don't run into the previous screws. Next, I'm penciling in pilot holes, drilling, then attaching another L bracket positioned so the part sticking up can connect to another hanger. Positioning them together, I'm attaching the hanger sets to each other. Since there's some play in the legs, I'm slightly adjusting them to accommodate a pizza pan on top. Removing the pan, I'm pre-drilling pilot holes into all 4 hanger tops. Now the pan is being placed on top of the legs, matching pan holes to the drill leg holes, then attaching them together with screws. And the result is a super versatile piece that doubles either as a plant stand or side table or whatever you wish. The metal top gives the piece an industrial vibe, which meshes so well with the wooden hanger legs. I hope this inspires you to repurpose a few affordable wooden hangers and a pizza pan in a fun and creative way of your own.